Good morning, friends. Today is Raider Day. I've got my Raider gear on. I can't wait to see you in yours. I'm so proud to be a Raider. Well, do you remember last Spirit Day how we talked about that a Raider is a pirate? Well, I thought it would be fun if we do some more pirate activities today. In fact, I've got a South Range Raider pirate flag behind me that we're going to use for an activity later on. But we're going to make a pirate and a parrot, a South Range pirate and parrot. Would you like to do that? So what you'll need this morning, you'll need some toilet paper tubes or paper towel rolls. You'll need some glue or tape, some markers and crayons for coloring, and then you'll need some white paper and some black construction paper. You will want to make sure that you have mom and dad help you with this very first part. You're going to need to take a toilet paper roll or paper towel roll, and you want to have them cut it in half so that you have two small pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and work on our parrot first. I'm going to make my parrot red. If you decide to make your parrot red too, you'll want to take some red paint and cover the outside of your short toilet paper roll red. You could make your parrot blue, purple, whatever color you want. I'm going to make mine red. So I'm going to paint this entire tube red because I want it to dry while we're working on the other parts. Okay? Once you have your short toilet paper tube covered in red paint, I want you to set that off to the side to dry, okay? And I'm going to take a little bit of my leftover red paint and I'm going to paint a little bit of some paper for some wings because I don't have any red paper here at my house. So if you are using paint or maybe you're using markers to cover your toilet paper roll, you'll want to make some paper that's the same color for its wings a little bit later on. And since I don't have any red paper left here at home, I'm just painting a little bit of white paper. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. We're going to start working on our pirate while our parrot is drying, okay? You want to take one of your regular toilet paper rolls. If you had to use a paper towel roll, you'd want to cut that in half so it's a little bit shorter. And we're going to take a piece of black paper and we want to glue it or tape it around the bottom of our toilet paper tube. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the bottom of mine. You might decide just to use some tape and that will work perfectly too. And we're going to wrap that black paper right around the bottom of our tube, just like that. And then I want it to stay closed. I don't want it to pop open on me. So I'm going to seal it shut with some glue. Okay, do you see that? How we've got some black all around the bottom? That's going to be our pirate's pants. Okay, I know it doesn't quite look like a pirate yet, but it will. Now up here at the top, that's where his face is going to go, and I want you to take a black marker and I want you to make some eyebrows. Now this is at the very top of your toilet paper roll tube. You see that? Okay, and then I'm going to make an eye patch on mine. We talked about last week on Spirit Day how pirates sometimes have patches over their eye. So I'm going to draw that. There's my patch for my one eye, and then my other eye is just going to be a dot like that. Okay? Then I want you to make another little frowny. That's for the pirate's nose. Okay, and then I'm going to make my pirate happy. He's happy because he just found some treasure. Okay, so there's my pirate's face up at the top. Wow, now I've got to get the rest of his clothes on, huh? So I want you to take some more white paper, and sometimes when I've seen storybooks of pirates, they may have some colorful striped clothes on, I'm going to use my red marker and I'm just going to make some red stripes on my paper. Now, you don't have to use red. You could use blue or purple or pink or green, whatever color you want. I'll show you this in just a second after I get done making some stripes. Here are my stripes on my paper. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that out so that I've got a piece of paper that's just striped. This is going to be my Pirate's shirt. And I'm going to be gluing that around. Now, I think that will be perfect. I might need to take just a little bit off. I might have made it a little too wide, so I'm going to take just a little bit off. And now I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the pants. I'm going to glue this around the bottom of the toilet paper tube. I think these are great projects to do. If you can find something to do with old toilet paper tubes, you can turn something old into something new, just like Mrs. Lewis from the green team has taught us. Okay, so I'm getting mine glued on here. Tape might be a little easier, a little less messy. You just want to make sure that your Pirate's t-shirt is not going to fall off. Okay, so I've got my Pirate's pants on, I got his shirt on, and I have his face drawn. I need to add a pirate's hat. Yeah, that's what I need. So I'm going to take some black paper, and I already drew with a white crayon a pirate's hat. You want to take a white crayon that shows up and draw a pirate's hat. It looks like just like a frowny, and then two short sticks coming out the side, and then you want to connect it at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my pirate's hat out. Now, when I've seen some pirate's hats or even pirate flags like the one I made behind me, I see skulls on them. Now, Mrs. Stewart is not crazy about skulls, but that's a symbol of a pirate. So I did put one on my SR flag, and I'm going to draw one on the front of my pirate hat. I'm going to draw some bones and a skull, because that's a symbol of a pirate. When everyone sees a black flag with a skull on there, they know that that's probably a pirate flag. Okay, so I've got my pirate's hat, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it across the top of my pirate's head. Now, we are done with our pirate. You could always add some other things. You could add some arms. You could put a hook at the end of your pirate's arm. You could do all kinds of cool things. I'm going to get my hat on here. Since I'm using glue, I have to kind of hold it on there and make sure that it's sticking. But we're going to start to work on the parrot. Yeah, whenever I've watched pirate movies, the pirate always has a parrot, or I've seen a pet monkey on their shoulder. So we're going to work on our parrot next. And I think I may need to hold this a little bit longer to make sure that it's sticking. So I'm going to do that. Do you remember this short little tube that I painted with some red? And do you remember the red paper? Do you remember how we made wings for our bird the other day? We made a bird and we cut out some oval wings, and then we cut some flaps on the bottom. Well, you're going to do the same thing for your parrot. Okay, here's my little pirate guy. He's looking pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to take my red paper that I painted. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to cut out an oval. And when I cut out one oval, it's actually going to be two because I folded my paper. That's our trick for how to do something quickly if you need to fold the paper. And then we want to make sure that we put little cuts in the bottom so that it looks like a bird's wing. And now I've got two. They're wanting to stick together because I painted them. And we're going to glue those wings onto the sides of our toilet paper tube. Here is my pirate's wing. I'm going to Just turn it a little bit so it comes out. Oh, that's looking so cool. What else does a parrot need? He needs a beak and some eyes. Yeah, so now that my parrot has some wings, I'm going to take some of my white paper. I already folded it in half, and I'm going to draw an oval. And I'm going to cut that out so that my parrot has two black eyes. And I want to draw a little circle in the center. I know this art project might take a little bit longer, but we're going to have a really cool pirate when we're all done. A pirate and a parrot. Okay, I've got my eyes. I'm going to glue my eyes on. You glue your eyes onto your parrot. Now, if you want to make your parrot colorful, because whenever I've seen some parrots, they are quite colorful, you might want to add some orange, some blue, some green, little feathers on there. I think that would look awesome. Well, I'm just going to add a beak. My parrot needs a beak. If you have orange paper, that's awesome. Get out some orange paper. If you don't have orange paper, I don't have orange paper right now. I'm just going to color some of my white paper with an orange marker. Yeah, you can just make some orange paper yourself. See how I did that? I just colored some of my white paper orange, and I'm going to fold it in half like we did the other day. And we don't want to cut on the fold. We want to leave that part folded, and we want to just cut out a V shape so that it looks like a triangle. Do you see that? I know it's pretty tiny. And we're going to glue that on for our parrot's beak. Oh, looking pretty cool. So there's my parrot. I think I need to add some colors to him to make him look like a really colorful parrot. Okay, so I'm going to work on that. When you are all done, I would love to see a picture of your pirate and your parrot for our Raider Day. And that's what we're working on today. We're going to do some more pirate activities. And I hope you had fun, kiddos. Here's a close-up of my pirate and my parrot. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, kiddos.